Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. Look, XRP took the number 2 spot. I'm on CoinMarketCap, and it just happened just moments ago. Perfect timing. Ethereum is sitting in now the 3rd position, and let's hope that XRP can hold on to this for more than just a few hours. How exciting! Yeah, okay. So I have a light day for you on this Sunday evening here in Japan. So let's get right to it. If you have not played around with this yet, the same person who brought us the XRP tip bot also gave us your Richlist index. So if you're kind of curious where you are ranked in terms of how much XRP you hold, you can do that by entering your wallet address and multiple addresses if you do have them with space separated, or just the amount in digits. So I was just playing around with it. I put in 100,000. Let's just see. Let's say you have 10,000 XRP. You can see that it will calculate for you in a matter of just moments. And you can see that there are 65,610 accounts with more than that. And there are 921 accounts that have the exact same amount in their wallets. And then there are, wow, what is this? 1,288,352 accounts with less than this amount. So it's just kind of for fun. But we'd see. I would just want to say thank you for giving us lots of fun tools in the XRP community. And somebody else who is having some fun with change.org is Ken Takahashi. And so he created a page where you can sign to make XRP the official cryptocurrency of the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. So these petitions are just that. They're just petitions, but it is kind of fun. And he started it. And I think his goal was quite low, actually. He only put a goal of 5,000. And look, it's already at 4,476 in terms of signatures. And so if you want to weigh in on this particular petition, I'll put the link down in the comment section below. And something that I think is really great is the new Japanese mining rig, which is going to go up against the Bitmain S9 rig. And this one is called the Kamikaze, and it is being released now. It's a 7 nanometer. And the reason why I think this is significant is it has twice as much processing capacity, but 50% less energy consumption. And as we know, this is an important fact to reduce this energy consumption, which gets kind of a bad rap. And there's a lot of people who point to the mining of Bitcoin as such an environmentally unfriendly process. But I think we're going to see this particular mining chip become very popular because the fact that it is so much more efficient, and it also has this 50% processing capacity increase. It's important that Bitmain has a competitor because they currently have about 70% of the current mining market, and I'd like to see that balance out a little bit. Interestingly enough, they just are trying for their IPO, which they filed in Hong Kong. So I don't know, this will probably prompt them to produce another rig that is very competitive to this one being released in Japan. All right, don't forget that Monday is a very big day. So the Securities and Exchange Commission back on August 7th, they gave a notice that they wanted a little bit longer period to rule on the action of whether or not this ETF could be given the green light through a rule change. So when we come down here on the bottom, we can see accordingly, the commission pursuant to the section of 19B2 of the Act designates September 30th, 2018 as the date by which the commission shall either approve or disapprove or institute proceedings to determine whether to disapprove the proposed rule change. So I am very much hoping that we get a green light, and I think there is a very good chance. Should it happen, you are going to see the real first big step to attract the institutional investor. And if you didn't have a chance, I want to just go back here for a moment. If you didn't have a chance to look at the comments that were submitted, it's quite interesting. Some of them are very inspiring. So everybody, anybody, and everybody, no matter what country you live in, had the opportunity to put their 2 cents in and try to persuade the SEC to see an approval for this ETF. Then if I come down here to July 19th, I found one that was very, I thought, interesting. So let's come down and look at this Crystal. Where are you, Crystal? Crystal, Crystal, Crystal. Where are you, Crystal? Okay, Crystal, I'm going to find you here in a moment. There you are, Crystal Toner, MD. So I found hers to be a little interesting. She wrote, I am writing in strong support of the SEC approving Bitcoin ETF. As a direct descendant of William Penn, I am of the understanding that the U.S. is a democracy. In my opinion, allowing American citizens to choose an alternative store of value like Bitcoin is not only wise, but is fundamentally democratic. And it goes on. But I thought, wow, so she is a direct descendant of William Penn. He was the founding father, of course, of the Northern Territory, which is now Pennsylvania. And I thought, that is interesting. So I'm going right into the fluff. I told you today is a very light day. This is a picture of modern day Tokyo. And you can see this is looking, what would this be looking? This would be looking kind of southwest. And you can see Shinjuku here, and you can see Toranomon. This is one of the newer buildings. It's very beautiful. This is, just one slice of what Tokyo looks like, because Tokyo has a skyline 360 degrees. It's not just concentrated in one area, no. But people do like this view because you can see Mount Fuji. And this is a wintertime scene because it's totally snow-capped with this great blue sky. The visibility in the winter here is just great. The humidity is so low, and we get these gorgeous, gorgeous, deep blue skies. So if you come and want to see these great kind of long views, wintertime is the time to come. And tonight, I don't know if you can hear, I have a lot of rain coming against the window in front of me. We're in the middle of a really, really big typhoon. coming through Tokyo tonight. I think as of 8 o'clock, which is in about 5 minutes, all trains are going to be stopped. It's kind of a preventative measure, which I have never seen them do ahead of time. Usually it's done in midst of a big storm, but they decided early on today that at 8 o'clock this evening, all trains would halt. It's quite rare, but this is a very, very big typhoon. So I am hoping that everybody comes out safely. Okay, so the point of this is to just share with you, like today, Tokyo is 39 million residents, and it has a $2.5 trillion economy. It is larger than any other city. If Tokyo, the city of Tokyo, was a country, it would be the 8th largest country in the world. However, it was not too long ago just a sleepy fishing village. It was. And we have a very interesting history when it comes to fishing. Fishermen, for well over 1,000 years, closer to 1,500 years, have been fishing side by side in a partnership with the cormorant. And they are exceptionally important for the fishermen who use them to help them catch ayu. Ayu is a little trout that is often found in freshwater and very, very yummy. So they have very good eyesight and they're fond of humans. And they are able to catch fish together as a team with fishermen. They are trained for maybe 3 years prior, and then they grow up to be just an unbeatable team. And there's a special connection between the two, the cormorant and the trainer. They live together, and it says in this article that they build kind of a parent-child-like relationship of mutual affection and understanding, even long after the bird retires and it's not able to fish anymore. It still shares the same living space with the fisherman partner, and the bond that they have built is truly unbreakable. The interesting thing is these birds live to be about 5 years old in the wild, and the ones that are trained and work with the fishermen live to be 15 to 20 years old. So let me explain to you how this works. Here you see kind of a cute illustration. This ubune is a kind of low-sided, simple wood boat. And there is a gentleman in the front who actually has the cormorant attached or tethered. Tanawa is with the kind of a lightweight rope, or it's kind of a lightweight twine. And then there'll be a gentleman on the back, on the right-hand side, and a gentleman then on the left-hand side that works the boat with a stick. And at the very front of the boat, you have this small fire, matsu wariki. And this kagaribi is lighting up the water at night, which attracts the ayu. Now let me show you what that really looks like in a real photograph. So here is a photograph of the fishermen who are working in the Gifu area. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cormorant in the water there with this very large flame. It's basically a wire basket with burning wood, basically. This is the traditional way it's been done, like I said, for more than 1,000 years. And that fire will attract the trout, and the cormorant dives into the water And a trained bird can catch up to 60 fish an hour. So it is kind of a tourist thing now. I don't think anybody is doing it. I mean, I'm sure there's a few people who are doing it for a living, but for the most part, it's become more of a tourist event. And so when that bird catches it, let me show you, it gives up its catch, and the fisherman can kind of squeeze that up out of the neck because he has tied around the lower portion of the bird's neck a string so that I think it's in the gullet, right? So the fish remains right there in the neck of the bird, and then he gives up the catch and is put back in the water to catch some more fish. So that is the ancient way that the Japanese have been fishing for this yummy freshwater trout-like fish called ayu. Okay, everybody, please take care. Should we go and take a look one more time to see if XRP held on to that second position? I'm a little scared to hit the refresh. Okay, I'm going to do it with you. Let's look. No problem. No problem. No problem. But it's very close. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look how close. Look how close. Too close for comfort. Okay, everybody. Please take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.